What is up, my cranky crew? Am I recording? There we go. Let's just make sure we're live, and then I will get started with my great idea. Linus Tech Tips was, looks like they were hacked. Or something happened. Hmm. Interesting. You guys can't see what I'm looking at, of course. I should set up my second monitor. Except that I got a new microphone, if you can see right here. And that's plugged in, so it's kind of using one of my ports. Hmm. Looks live. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. Cool. Set my second monitor. Hmm. And microphone you can see right here. And that's plugged in, so it's kind of using one of my ports. Alrighty, well, that looks good enough to me. So, as soon as I get this open, I have a couple things I need to do. I'm not going to show you right away, because that's how I get doxxed. But, haha. No, 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 no. Open with, well, I wish I could just set the application I want to use for this file type always. But it's per file, and that's really annoying. Because I don't want to open them in a 3D modeler, I want to open them in Cura to print. This, yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Let me pull her up. So, this is a bridge for a 3D printed violin. It's obviously not a great style or shape. This is super huge, so it's going to absorb a lot of sound. That's an issue. Do I have... I'll grab a spare bridge real quick. Yes, I just happen to know where this is. So here is... I gotta make sure I can see, if you can see. I can see that you can see. Here is a normal violin bridge. Focus. Focus. Focus there. Look how thin that is. Very thin. For a ruler, and tell you how thin. It's a quarter of an inch at its thickest. This monstrosity, on the other hand, is chungus. I don't know how big these squares are, but I'm going to assume they're bigger than a quarter of an inch. And this takes up at least 1.5 at the thickest, about a half at the top. What I'm trying to say is this is too thick. I'd like to... I might just take a sander to it and just like thin it out, but I'd have to make it solid or thicken up the walls. What if I make the wall count 4? And then 10%? Cubic, who uses cubic? Pff, come on. January How long is this going to take? 46 move. That's not as long as I thought it'd be. Let's make it look a little nicer then. How long? Let's make it look really nice then. Oof. Man, that's such a big difference. An extra half an hour? No, it's not worth it. Standard quality actually looks pretty good. Like, low quality, you can see layer lines. Standard quality looks pretty fine, especially if you're going to sand and paint. It looks pretty good. So, I'm actually going to go with dynamic because that was like a 4-minute difference. Yeah. Um, let's change this to violin bridge plastic. I might actually model one of my own of this. Because this is made for the specific violin that if you saw the stream I was printing. What am I trying to say? It's made to the shape of that violin. So I might actually take this, steal the curvature of it, and print my, or make my own and see how that goes. Otherwise, I might end up just taking a bridge and shaping it for the little feet. Because this is like as flat as they come. Is this my flat bridge? Yeah, this is for my electric. So it actually has like a pickup that it sits on. It's flat. So not that one, but I will actually end up purchasing some. You know what I didn't do? Of course I didn't do. Is save this to the desktop. But more importantly, I didn't order those. And I didn't start any background music, so you guys are listening to like nothing. Let's fix that. Uh, no. No, stop playing. I didn't want to. Snowy, hey. Maybe. Sure. Let's go with that. How is that balance? I'm still a lot louder than it. Let's turn up just a hair. Okay. So, this was the first thing I was going to do. I need to turn on my... Doesn't need to be so loud for me. So, I need to... This is so stupid. On the Mac Mini, the USB-C ports are too close where I can't use this adapter. Or the USB-A for that matter is also too close too. There are two of them for each sets. The USB-Cs are too close and the USB-As are too close. So I have to adapt the USB-C plug. It goes from micro SD, adapted USB-A, adapted to USB-C, and a cheap USB-C at that. It's so dumb. Unplug my camera for 5 seconds. Hopefully nothing crashes and burns. Plug in this quick. Pull it up. Let's go. Save removable drive. Eject. That's really nice about Kira. One of my favorite features is that it has an eject button right there, so my Mac doesn't keep bugging me. Hey, you didn't eject this. Hey, you didn't eject this. You didn't eject this. Okay, so now I'm done with this. Close this. Cool. Here's my background. You're welcome. Here's the apps I have downloaded. This is my homepage. It's actually made to look like iOS. True story. Plug in my phone, and I will be right back. I'm gonna go start this print on my Ender 3. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, I just broke my ruler. Now it's a weapon. Okay, I got more in here, I think. Here's a fun thing that happened. Power went out in our electrical room, which is kind of strange because the electrical room ended, failed to print, so it turned off, right? But both my printers had print resume. This was on my longer K5 Pro, and I used print resume, and it just knocked it off of the bed. So, I have a quarter of a violin now, which is cool to show, like, the inside, I guess. Because, like, there's a reinforced piece under the tailpiece. And that's where, actually, a carbon fiber rod goes into. Like, real carbon fiber, not like fake vinyl over top of a wood stick carbon fiber. This is really cool. Kind of a heads up for the video I'm going to work on, which is me being, like, a professional grade musician playing on a 3D printed instrument, because there's no good videos of professional musicians playing on 3D printed instruments that aren't like a 10-second short on YouTube. So that's something I actually really wanted to do because I can play more than 10 seconds of music, I hope at least. But this is an interesting fail. I was excited to have a white one, actually. Fun fact, my first electric violin was actually a white one. I'd show you a photo, but this isn't a video, this is a stream, so that's fun. I don't have it in here, do I? No, I've actually strung it up, and that's why I was printing this bridge, just because I don't want to wait so long to play it, see how it works. So, the main part of this stream is opening Shaper 3D, telling them to screw off because I already have an account. Oh, you can say anything, okay, whatever. Yes, log in, it's me. Same time, same place. Same bad time, same bad channel. I cut my thumb today. That's a story for another day. I thought that was interesting. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't need this in here right now, so where's my layers? Am I losing my mind? Where are my layers? Am I... Oh. I'm used to it on my iPad. I've been modeling on my iPad. Okay. Should I model that bridge first? Or should I... Can I even... Can I import in this version? Actually, you know what? Let's close this. Close this. Get out of here. And... should really set up my other monitor. But I don't have a lightning cable in here. I had to go put it in my car for work so I can charge it at the same time. Go back to my files. No, okay, now I don't want to open it in Kira. Now I want to open it with Shaper. Okay, you guys can't see. I'm going to delete this design. Yes, delete it. Now I will open it. I don't know what the measurements are actually. Okay, so here is that bridge I'm printing at the moment. Very ugly. Would not recommend. So I'm gonna fix it. As simple as zooming in super duper close. Oh, oh God. Oh, I fucked that up. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to swear. Right there. Perfect. Except that that was an arc. Let's try again. My Apple Watch came back on. I bet you it's a perfect arc. No, it's not, actually. Huh. Okay, we'll do it again. It's okay, it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna use a spline so I can adjust it. So I'm already at the point where I'm starting to get that way, you know. I can never remember if I can do spline right away, or if the snapping is as stupid as it is. Boom. Yeah, see. So I'll do something like that. Cut it off. Quit drawing. Click on it. And I should be able to adjust it. Yeah, see. This is what I needed. Okay. It's pretty close. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't matter all that much. Okay, that's good. I might, I'm even gonna take the string spacing. I'm guessing that's standardized. Or I'm guessing they use the standard, which is, I don't know what the spacing is off the top of my head, but it's actually it's standard between each of these where it is. It's not standard from left to right centered for the whole set. Yeah. I think I'm actually just going to model something similar to this. Um, I'm thinking about doing like a crazy shape though. We'll see. I don't know. Let's just get like a general outline and see what happens. Line. Perfect. Nope, not perfect. Why is that this way? What is that? Like, I guess I improved it. It wasn't that hard. Then we do a spline because they're easier than arcs. Sure. Something like that. Close. Pretty close. That part's good. And now we adjust here. That looks pretty close. Not perfect. Yes, perfect. I'm thinking that's pretty good. Okay. Now we'll cut these out. Oof, well, how about that? Yeah. These I'm going to do arcs. Perfect. I'm glad it sees what I'm trying to do. That really actually helps out quite a bit when it just like knows, you know? Ah, there's no music. I don't have autoplay on, do I? The one time I need it, I don't have it. I close the I close the tab. There we go. Back to work. Hmm. Hold on. Okay, so you'll notice that yes, it's not straight up and down, or it's not straight horizontal, but one side is actually curved more than the other, and that's for the higher string because it's higher tension. It has different physics. It sits closer to the fingerboard, but it's not the same. This is getting pretty iffy here. So we're gonna go with it, and if there's issues, I know where they are. We're gonna cut it the same. It's less material. Cool. So we're done drawing now, as of right this second. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there we go. We have a blank. Negatives 2 inches. Oh, this is not to scale. I'll try whatever 5 inches is in this. And then we're going to taper it actually. Okay, so first we're going to take these edges and we're going to round them. Because the last thing I want to do is sand this. Oh, the whole edge, there we go. We're going to go whatever that is. 1 1/4, cool. Okay. think. Yes. 1 1/4. I've never actually used that feature correctly. I've always done that, and it was a screw up doing something else. That's really funny, actually. That looks funny. Oh, the rounding's different now. Um, let's make it straight again. You need to get out of here. These tips annoy me too. I understand how to use this program. Believe it or not, however many times you've seen me screw up, tens of hundreds of thousands, I do know kind of how to use it. And it gives me tips so often, it really, some would say, grinds my gears. No. Okay, so now it's a wedge shape. And we will just unextrude it a little. Something like that. Okay. Get rid of this sketch plane. We have a bridge. So, I'm going to go back to drawing now. Delete this. Get out of here. Here's our bridge. And I think I'm going to do... I wish I could draw my iPad on this. I need to figure out a way to stream my iPad. I want to keep this. So I want to remove as much material as possible while still being structurally valid, right? I'm thinking a circle in the center. Right about there. You know? I'm going to print it flat on the build plate, so it's not going to be difficult to print that either. Because that's something, whenever you make something, if you're making something that you're just going to use and just print and use, you know, in your house, you want to make it easier to print if you can into the design, because otherwise you might have to do supports. You might have to print it super slow. Depends on the project, depends on what you're using it for. But something like this, I'm going to print it flat on the build plate, so it's not going to be an issue with any holes and stuff. That's pretty good. I'm wondering if I should curve this more to remove material. I don't know. I'm gonna keep the full foot for now, instead of the two tiny feet on the ends. I'm wondering if I should do something like this. Not like that. Give me a spline. Arcs. Listen, man, I like arcs. Arcs are my favorite, okay? Like a hole like that, stripes going out. I could make it look like the cellular tower, the dot and the waves. Um, I don't know because the plastic reacts so differently than a wood bridge, you know? Because it's so much more fragile because the plastic adhesion in the layers compared to the fibers of the wood, especially since the wood goes in a vertical. No, I don't know. This is not cut horizontally or vertically. It's kind of in between. I don't know, but it's not the same. So you can't follow the same parameters. I can't just copy the shape of that. It would snap very easily. That's why I put a hole in the center. But there's still a huge forehead and a huge foot. It's a delicate balance, really. No, no, no. Uncopy. Flip it. Move it. Perfect. 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 Something like that. And why not? Nope, it was good the way it was. Nope. $47, sure. This is kind of just a proof of concept, I'd say, at the moment. But if it works first try, that'd be great. Really, it would be. My favorite part? Removing stuff. I can also help minimize material by shapes, am I right? Uh, doing chamfers on these. Something like this. Let's do a 1-inch chamfer on each edge. Yeah, let's do a 0.5. No, nothing. Huh. Okay. Yes. Oh, I didn't like that. Hmm. I can move this hole, can't I? Nope, I can. I can make it bigger. Okay. You know, the simpler part is no part. I think I'm just gonna make more of this hole on the sides instead. I'm gonna move this hole. Can I move the hole? Yeah, I can. I should put my logo on this thing. That middle hole is not center. I think something like this. Good enough. Okay, I'm gonna chamfer them. Because chamfering looks cool and lowers material. I did mention that, yeah. That the reason to lower material is the amount of material you have is impedance for these sound waves to travel through, or the vibrations to travel through. I'm glad I can actually talk about something I'm actually an expert in. Well, expert. That's a big word. Uh, nope, that's... I'm not in full screen. How do I... There. I was wondering. Okay. There is a little bit in the center. Should I? Thin out the middle one a little bit more. You know? Which side is front? Straighten this up, please. No, I want the front, but I want... Can I twist the mouse? No. This would be the side, if you're holding it up, this is the side that you would see. So I'm gonna put a T here. With, you guessed it, splines. That's good enough for there. Yep. No, 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 no. I know what you're thinking. Tyler, this doesn't look like a T. I didn't ask. Something like that. Looks good enough. It's a T and a G, but the G is kind of cut up. Okay. There. Now. See? Do you see what I'm saying? That's not what I was saying. That's no. Cool. Alright, so this is hand drawn in this live stream. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I just screenshotted it on this day, so you know that's mine. No. I can't. I can't grab multiple sections. I just want like a... That one seems a little deeper. I just want it visible, you know? I don't necessarily need it to be super deep. And this is just kind of a marker for what side is the front. Okay. Now, we can do something I should have done a long time ago. It didn't do all of them. Shame. Yes, do a cut. I'm going to say that this should be cut, or this cut, sliced, let's say, to be a very high detail, because you don't want your layer lines catching on your strings. But you also don't want to sand this. So, you know, you pick your battles. I would say just spend a little bit more time printing, and it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I actually think it's really interesting printing bridges instead of making bridges. I'd like to actually explore that on my carbon fiber mezzo forte instrument. But we will see that in another day. Let's just round this out. Or not, never mind. Can I round these? Negative 1.5. No. See, that's fine. I just don't want this to be too sharp. End up causing issues. I'm gonna be honest, I think it was in millimeters, not inches. Well, there we go. So that is done. I know I haven't really gotten to the title of the stream, which is my ultimate money-making idea. And that is to, instead of making this violin and making it just being like, that's cool, making this, and then printing this and trying to sell this, which kind of illegal. Just kind of. Is, I'm gonna make my own violin. I might actually use this as like a thing to hold my things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know? Anyways. Done with all that. I think this looks pretty good, actually. And I think structure-wise it should be pretty okay. Should I bevel these? Like, what's 10 millimeters, you know? I broke some. There we go. What do you mean? I can't blend this one, but I can. Why can't I blend this edge? Oh, I can. You just didn't want me to. There. I'm going to name this Violin Prince. Okay. Now for the bigger part. First off, I'm going to whip out my cool carbon fiber violin. You can see that. Here she be. She's a little dirty because I played her yesterday because I practiced. And I need to get some measurements off of this. And of course, my bag with my iPad and my sketchbook is not in here, so I have to go get that. Stay here and don't fall. And while I'm out, I'm gonna go check on that bridge that I'm printing. Man, it's already been like 40 minutes, and that bridge is almost done. It looks pretty good. It looks a little hollow, but the thicker walls definitely help. Um, I can sketch on my iPad. It helps out because I'm just going to take a digital drawing anyways. My 2018 iPad Pro. Beauty of the week. I should really do a review on this video. I should really do a review on this violin. It sounds pretty good. I bought it from a third party, but it was like brand new for $2,500, $2,800. I've got some gripes with it. It's a nice instrument, but more like manufacturing and company wise, I have some big complaints. But yeah, that'll come with another day. You sit there for now while I set this up. Get rid of this dumb keyboard. Just me. I'm wondering, actually, if I could. So here's what I was thinking. This is not right at all, correct? Um, I wanted to show you what's on my iPad, but first off, it's dirty. Do I have a microphone? Second off, it it's a screen through a camera to your screen, so it doesn't work super fantastic. And I have to move my camera, which is super disorienting for you. And I have to put it up correctly, so I haven't decided if I'm willing to put you through that, even though I don't like nobody's watching this. How's it going? Today's Thursday, day of the stream. It's pretty good. Work's going pretty good. This stuff's going pretty good. I actually have a video almost done editing. Um, that will go up on this channel. If you are watching this in the future, it's already up. I think it might go up tomorrow. It's a good one though. I really enjoyed editing this one. It's quite the banger. Like of all the videos I've done, this is probably one of my favorites. Right next to We Learned Juggling in 22 Minutes, which nobody's ever seen. I should use my lav mic. Yeah. What am I even looking for? I don't know. Oh, microfiber cloth. Okay. I'm just going to. Ooh, that should not be on. Haha, black screen. It's just me. Actually, let me grab something so you're not staring at nothing. Because I'm extra. Okay, cool. Perfect. Which one is it? Which one is it? Photos. There. That'll be upside down though. I don't know. Also, my desk is kind of a mess. But isn't everyone's desk? Hmm. Yeah, this is kind of a tough one. Hmm. Hmm. Hope you guys can't see that because that would be really annoying. Okay, let's see what we got. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, that doesn't fix it either. Hmm. Maybe blowing on it moves it. That's crazy. Okay, maybe not that then. There's a photo of me. That's actually from that upcoming video I just told you about. Uh, I guess this ain't gonna work, but that's okay. Oh, there goes my stuff. Uh, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. There. I need to adjust that. I need to make a new stand. Or just use a tripod. That would work too. I I have one right here. And I don't use it. I use my MagSafe charger instead because it's like, oh, that's so cool. It's just like the laptop where they're just like gonna stick it to there, but no. Anyways, back to my project. I'm gonna change music while I'm at it. This one's growing on me. Okay. I'm also gonna have this stream up so I can see what's going on. Am I the one? Jimmy, thank you. Scanning it would be a good idea. Um, I would. I may actually even try it, not on stream, because I need that cell phone to do that. I mean, I might be able to with like the one of the two 10Rs I have, but uh it uses so when you scan it, it likes to use the true depth on the front of the iPhone instead of using LiDAR in the back of the iPhone. They're both kind of the same. This uses a dot projector. LiDAR on the newer iPhones, on the Pros, especially. It is just on the Pros. 12 Pro and 13 Pro and 14 Pro have a LiDAR sensor, which is a depth sensor. Same with 2020 iPad Pros and newer. All have LiDAR. And that's the black circle, not the microphone. Microphone's tiny compared to LiDAR. But it prefers to use the front-facing camera, which is fine, except that it's really hard to see what you're scanning unless it's your head. Or even like the back of your head. Super hard to scan. Um, unless you put on a tripod and spin. I don't have a turntable or anything, which I have seen it done where they use like a checkerboard turntable, and then they spin that, and it can track that turntable so it sees, oh, this is the 3D object spinning. Um, it's something I might try, but it might just be easier to make a model of it, and then, well, I'm not even just copying that model. I think that would also break copyright law. Um, I'm actually making my own model. I'm actually becoming a luthier in this moment. I'm making my own model that would be easy to print and hopefully would size perfectly by adjusting percentage. Um, and it would be filament affordable, as in it doesn't cost me 5 rolls. Because it needs to be strong and hollow, two very hard things to have at the same time. Um, cheap. The neck needs to be not too dense. Because the neck isn't hollow, it's usually pretty solid. Like this is hollow, right? These are holes. There's a post inside of here, and then on the other model, I do have this is super thick. Where this, if you can see this, this is super thick to hold that carbon fiber rod, and it's structural. Cause see, look at the back of this, super flexible, right? Front of this, not super flexible, and that's because this is like a 3-inch thick piece of plastic, and this is not a thin. It's a very thick print, as in this is high infill. This is not like I don't think I could. Yeah, there's no give in this thing. I wish it would have stopped a little earlier so I could actually see where that is. If it was gonna fail, I'd rather it be somewhere else. But this is all one hollow piece. I'd like to make it one, unless I can find a way to make them slot, stay together nice, and then come apart. I'll explain that later in a bit. or when I end up modeling and why that's important. The neck I'd like to come as a separate piece because printing this, I have a longer K5 Pro. Okay, it's pretty tall. It prints up to 400 millimeters. That's like to here, maybe. Like this is too tall for, I think even a CR10 Max or a CR10. Um, I don't want to have to own a CR30, the conveyor belt one. I don't want to have to own one of those to print one of these. Because as much as I would love to spend thousands on a printer, I don't actually want to. So my nicest violin should cost more than my nicest printer, in my personal opinion, considering my violin costs more than all my cars that I've owned so far. But yeah, Jimmy, if you're still here, what's up? I know. Me and Jimmy are gonna play Sons of the Forest tomorrow on stream. Uh, throw it in the chat if you wanna know where that is, James. Whoever the third viewer is, thank you for showing up. I was just talking about the thing I'm about to model. So I actually have a photo of the violin right there. Fully front, fully frontal model. It's not a model, it's a photo. If I can find it here. And I'm using this as a basis for my model. It's not the it's not the shape that I'm going to use, but it's very close. Because I don't want the spikes on the sides. Jimmy, where are you? Are you going to be streaming? I can stream at the same time or just be me. But if you want to stream, that's cool. Whatever you want, man. Anyway, so I'm going to use this. There we go. Oh, if it is the size of the canvas, cool. So I'm going to start with an odd color. Okay, we can both stream too. If you want to stream and stuff, you just let me know, man. Um, I won't talk about it. I'll talk about it whenever I do a review of this violin, but it makes me mad quite a bit actually. I know this is very intriguing content, watching me draw on my iPad and not being able to see what it is. If anyone's curious, the app I use to draw um is Procreate. It costs a bit of money, just a little bit. It's not crazy expensive. Calm down. But super useful. You can add your own brushes. You can design your own brushes. Some people sell brushes. I don't personally use any special ones. Super, super versatile tool though. I would recommend it for any iPad users. Not just pros even, just people that draw. Or I use it to mask out stuff. Before Subject Lift was a thing on iOS. I used it to mask things out. I used it to actually, instead of going and asking for a copy of a logo for like a company, let's say, and I need the logo. Like let's say I work for the company and we don't have a high res logo, I will use it to actually make a copy of the logo. I'll like find a low res and then up res it by drawing it myself over top by tracing it essentially. I've done that once or twice. Super helpful. And then it also has different colors and stuff. As in like you can change the hue, saturation on anything. I don't like how this is going. Hi, Caden. I know who you are. Calm down. Why? Let's plug this back in. There we go. Anyone's curious, this is... Sure, yeah. Can't have drama if you don't have friends. Just kidding, I do have friends. I just drew on the picture instead of in a separate layer. It's alright. You know something for future streams I was gonna do was I thought about it, and if I went to GarageBand and just plucked out a, let's say, string trio in GarageBand, something super simple. Um, you can't copyright claim that, especially if it's something I don't know if I'd want to do Haydn, but a Mozart string trio or string quartet, quintet, whatever. It'd be something fun, I think. Uh, and then it would be my own music that I could play on stream that's not copyright claimable. Because I don't know if you knew this, but every single stream gets copyright claimed, even though I go and type in, what does that say? Copyright free study music. It doesn't work, it gets copyright claimed. Uh, Something, anyone that's interested in video editing, I use this website. This isn't an endorsement or anything. It's not sponsored. Definitely not. I have like 9 subs. Um, Anything from Bensound that is free is like actually free. You just have to credit them in your description. I don't like how funky this music gets. I'm not just talking about the thunderstorm either. Alrighty. So, now that I've drawn an American violin, it's red blue. Um, it's gonna be rudimentary as all hell, but I'm gonna take a ruler. I'm gonna measure every single dimension on it. In millimeters because they're more precise. 10, 20, 25. I'm saying, let's do it at the nut. Yes, it's called the nut. True story. I'm saying 23 millimeters across at the nut. At the meeting to the body, let's see, we've got 33 millimeters. It's a gain of 10 right there. And then that's a linear change. Width of the fingerboard at the very bottom. Movement too. 41. Okay, I like this width. You might ask why I'm using millimeters. It's because the inches side of my ruler is broken. Material is 11. Size after the bend is 10.5. Not 10.5, that's wrong. 105. Top bout and bottom bout are different sizes. So this is called, on a bigger instrument, this is called C bout. This curve here. Um, I said bout, I meant this part and this part. My ruler might not be big enough for the bottom one. 16 and 3, 163. And this one. Something else I plan on doing on stream. Not today, I don't think. It's getting kind of late. 11:30, 11:25. Um, I'll show you right after I do this, but I have an issue with this instrument. Right about there. We're gonna say 205. Something wrong with this instrument is that this has foam on it. Um, this is wood. It's actually like a wood composite. I don't know how they make it. I don't believe any of their BS. It's Gorilla Glued back together, and then this foam is hot glued on top of it. This was inside the case and was dropped. It fell like 3 feet, and it cracked in half and hit the instrument, which was really bad. But they don't make this part, and I'll probably leave it at that. How often do I play my instruments? Let's see. Um, in high school, I played like once a week outside of class. Now I play like when I have orchestra stuff to play, I play like every day. I use mutes or electric instruments. I have a cello here, if you can see. That gets played, I don't know, once every couple weeks. I own a viola. It hasn't seen light in like 2 years. Yeah. My piano, when I decide to put batteries in it, will be played daily. Um, but that's for like YouTube channel stuff too. Back to this, different color. Like the body. It's going to be choose a millimeter side. $1,339. 120, no, 100, 212. James, I'm going to kindly decline before I go get it out of the kitchen from above the cabinets. Um, Here's the back casing to keep all the size D batteries in. But no, I'm not gonna go get it because you're the one that put it there. $139 plus 212. I can do math. That's 351. Also, James, don't play dumb. You've seen the piano. You moved it. Come on. Listen, don't act like I'm ninja. Okay. You're literally here like 2 hours ago. I didn't even like my own stream. There we go. Um, Actually, for my own sanity, I would like to know how far the bridge is from the bottom. Center's at 156 millimeters. Real talk? Real talk. Y'all about to be really confused. Yep, that's my personal sub channel. Okay, I got the measurements. I can go back to actually showing you stuff. I need this. I was about to throw it. Well, you guys have a conversation while I'm doing stuff. Put my watch back on. Ooh, life update. I just cut my thumb with a saw. James, you were here when I did that. I just cut straight into my thumb with a handsaw. Not like the big handsaw, but the wire handsaw. Anyways. That's not right. Ah. Okay, in the same file. If you're late to the stream, I just made this in the first like 40 minutes. This is a replacement bridge for the not quite as good model as what I'm about to create. So, we're going to make an absolute masterpiece right here, right now. I did not measure full length of the neck. The bottom of the nut, 130. I'll add that. Okay, so we're gonna start with that. Peg box I'll add after, but I want to get going on this so I actually have something drawn. So end of stream and go. There's my project. Sorry, there's my project. That is 130. I'm in millimeters. Yes. It's so it's so bad. I made that bridge because it asked me what's the scale of this little bridge, and I was just like, oh, it's inches, and I was just like, okay, 1,500 inches. Get out of that. Blood's boiling. Here we go. Draw a line. 130. Straight, please. Next one. I still didn't measure the whole bridge. Or, I'm sorry, the whole neck. Let's go this way. It's 141. Not that measurement? Huh. That's the neck. And then we'll stop there. Back up here, this is the halfway point, we'll say. This line is full body. 139. That doesn't make any sense. It's 1390. That's also too big. I messed up somewhere. Oh, the 139 was the size of the neck. Never mind, I did measure it. This is 212. This is quite an odd shape, because here this bout and this bout are not the same width, and I don't know if they're centered across with the C bout. Huh. Okay, fingerboard time. Yeah, fingerboard, fingerboard. This is 23. And the length is 269. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Get out of sketching so I can see what's going on here. Delete. Delete. This line's wrong. Okay. As much as I would love to change the dimensions there, we're going to save that for later. I mostly just need my shapes all combined. Do I want to make fingerboard separate? Do I want to make my pieces separate? It's an excellent question. Thank you for asking, Tyler. No problem, Tyler. Thanks. I guess, you know what? The bouts in the C-bot don't really matter because I'm not copying it. I'm making my own. So, dare I make them perfectly circular? Absolutely not. Need shape. 351. Okay. There's the center point. So let's draw 3 circles. 105 is how wide the center is. That looks about right. 163. Well, then I'll just fix these and then delete the circles. Right there. One's 205. Really? 40 centimeter difference, eh? Let's try an ellipse. How do I draw an ellipse? Ooh. Okay, okay, yeah, I get you. Halfway is 102.5. To there, and then I'll just clean that up. Uh, ellipses are kind of cool. They're not as good as splines. Splines are so useful, but you know, it kind of got the job done, so I can't complain. As I was saying, let's arc this bad boy. Right there. Nope, no. There, oh, oh. That ellipse is not perfect. Let me be clear. We're gonna shrink it down to 100. But it is the correct length. We're gonna spline it. We're gonna go there. I know. It's annoying. That one's good. How about this guy, though? Something like that. I am gonna be honest, I don't know if I can actually duplicate this again, so. I don't want to draw them anymore, I just want to. Yeah, not super happy with that one. Did I just screw that up? Yes, I did. But we're gonna go with it. I think I'm just gonna do the one side. This needs to be adjusted. No, 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 no. Let's not change everything here. That might work if I just get rid of that. Clean that up. I don't know. It's a first prototype. This is not right, though. Because this should be the thinnest part. This is thinner than that. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the Arc Center. Whatever. Thank you, James. This is what I have so far. It looks really funny, but trust me, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna adjust this ellipse, I think. I think it's too round, it needs to be taller. This guy. Excuse me? Excuse me? You just move all the other stuff? It's not like it, was important or... You know what? It's my fault. It's my fault. Nope, nope, nope. It's my fault. It's my bad. It's my bad. I should have locked every single joint. I like the top half. Top half is cool. Um, yeah. I think I'm also just gonna design it as half and then flip it, because that's way easier than trying to duplicate it. Yeah. Hold on one sec. Four people. Yeah, background music's kind of iffy. I think my Mac Mini's not even hot. I don't know. Quite interesting. What if I change it to something that's not so, fast and happy? Uh, Not it being weird, no. Let's go to good old my favorite. What is that one? This one. You didn't see that. Literally, you didn't, because I don't have the screen up. I'll remember this time. Side note, that's why having the second monitor is so important. Like, I usually use my iPad. I have a smaller iPad I usually use for it. Uh, Cabling is just a nightmare when I do that, but, switching between those two in OBS, I would actually see that it's wrong when I have the second monitor down here, but I can't be bothered to figure out a good solution for all the plugs and stuff. Is that better music? Are you guys happy now? Dope indeed. My brother painted it. Thank you. Trying to sell to James. Anyways, yeah. Because you complain about music, we're gonna listen to this very up and atom 12-hour copyright-free background music, royalty-free music for creators and streamers. I'd put a link, but I'm too lazy, so. Oh, don't look at those. Okay, so. Should I just extrude it and see what happens? So my plan is to make all the faces and then combine them into one piece. Then get rid of this. Really, I can get rid of this. Do I trace this with the arcs? That's the question. Yeah, because I just go from there to there, yeah. Yeah. Sure. Good enough. And then I can get rid of this circle. Okay, okay, okay. I'm still not happy with this curve. Okay. Get out of the joint. No. Okay, I'm gonna make another one. It's gonna go to here. Okay, now this arc to here. We'll try it. Yeah, see, that's why I prefer splines, it's because that's not a perfect angle. Go and edit this bad boy. Why did you do that? See, this should not edit this circle. Good approach. There. Okay. It's gonna be good enough. Screw this ellipse. Screw this guy. I don't even know what this is. Do not screenshot. Okay. Let's extrude. It's so much smaller than that bridge. But this is actual size. I don't know where my grid went in the background, but it is a question for how thick. There's a couple things with this. One is, how thick is this? Here we go. It's like 1 millimeter thick. Maybe like 1 1/4. So the thinner on a stringed instrument, the thinner, the least amount of material possible while still keeping the form and the structure, creates better resonance and output of sound. How good the instrument is a totally different question. Let me grab my iPad. My other iPad. But I got another one. Gotta make sure I was streaming screen. Sorry, I got text messages from people. So you don't have to flip back and forth and I can see everything going on. This can go away. For now. So I said 1. Let's do 1. Let's get rid of the drawings and stuff. This is it. It's half the face. I'll make it the whole face. I'll make the whole face. Okay, I don't know why that was so hard. Boom. Look at that. Does that look funky? Absolutely. First try. We're gonna roll with it. Tools. Union. Super cool tool. they're not together. We're gonna get so small. And we're gonna put these together. I don't want to move that one. I want to move this one. Wait. No, I'm at the back. I want to move this one. Just kind of, you know. See, look, there's still a space there. Where's the controller? Come here. Can you tell I'm looking at? Neither can I. Okay. I know what you're asking. Why don't you just slam them together? I would really like to. But, there. That would change dimensions across. So, that is the flattest violin I've ever seen. It's also mega thin. That is not going to work, I don't think. So, we're going to make it... I can print as thin as 0.12, so thickness isn't an issue. And I'm going to print it standing straight up, like this. So I don't even need to worry about supports inside. Although I think that arch at the very top, this part should be okay. I have it set to like an angle 90. An angle has to be at a 65 to need supports. So I think we're good because it arcs. I think that will be just fine. So start out, we're gonna make this 2, not 1. It's still really thin. But we're gonna roll with it. Yep. Okay, so there's actually going to be 2 of these. Because the violin is a 3-dimensional object. Who knew? And just to cheat, get it out of the way. Roller boy. That is 29 millimeters apart. Now the question is, how do I sandwich these together? Well, a couple ways, a couple options. I don't know. Unless I'm getting a little tired. How long do things like this usually take you? Well, considering I'm designing... Did you really just change your name to make it look like you're someone else? Then you need a Raspberry Pi screen. Yes, a little 5-inch touchscreen display glued right here in front of the camera would definitely fix my problems. So modeling something like this from scratch, people will usually put days into. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean this. Distracting me. What am I trying to say? This project shouldn't take me days of work time. But it's gonna be a side project for sure. I see. You know, let me know who you are. I got it. I got it. Considering I'm trying to make something I want to sell, I want to put a lot of work into it. Considering that I have a full-time job, I don't have all the time in the world to just sit here and design it. Also, I don't want to... It's not that I don't want to stream it, but if I showed every single little thing, you'd see everything about it, and you could definitely just remake the model yourself. In which case, that ruins the market. You don't want to do that. I'm wondering if I can just drag this. Please. That did not work. That's what that did. This is floppy. Oh, it actually let me do it that time. No. Also want to... How would you... If it's not obvious, the face and back of a violin are not flat. They are curved. So it's actually thicker in the middle than it is on the edges. And I need to mold these. So they do that. Offset the edge. I don't know. 2? No. Did you... Listen, that's not what... I don't understand what you're trying to show me here. No, it's not like... Ooh, that's not what I wanted. This edge should be smooth, though. So I know a way to do this. It's not the way I want to do this. Look at that. Doesn't it look great? If only if this wasn't the inside. I can do this. Might not even let me do that. I could probably do it here, though. No, not gonna let me do it here either. No. So what you would... I will show you. You make a circle. You extrude it, because you want an object. That is why you're here. And you make it extra thick, because you take the edge, and you thin it out. You see, you can either round it, or you can chamfer it. You round it, and then you grab this edge. That one, it doesn't like that one. I might have overdone it a little bit. Let's try that. And then you grab this edge. Dude. Now it's not behaving how it's supposed to. Okay. I got it. I will extrude it. We're gonna do 6 and see how it goes. It's extra thick. We're going to... Nope. Come back to the drawings. Where is my drawing? Is it on the back of that? There we go. Yeah, it's right there. So, we come back to our drawing, and I'm actually just going to put more on it. I'm going to use use that offset thing I just did by -3. Okay. And then we're going to do it again. That's one shape though. We'll try it just like that. And we're going to take this piece and cut into the body of this. And this will be an experiment. Like that. See if we can slice it. I want a better angle, of course. Like that, you see. It's kind of like a 3 subs, thank you. Like a CNC machine. If you've ever seen a CNC, CNC is just like a computerized drill bit that goes around and takes off layer by layer. Kind of like the reverse of a 3D printer, you're taking away material. Kind of like that, and then we can do something like this. It still doesn't like my shape. My custom shape is too much. Which is interesting, because I did the... I don't even know if I have it out in my bag here. Do I have one? No. That's so annoying. With my tech bag review. I like this bag. No, I don't have it. You see the... I don't even have it out here. Hold on. I've done this logo. I have 3D modeled, so I have like a 3-dimensional thing. I was gonna stick it on the back of my bigger iPad's case instead of like a sticker. It was gonna be a 3-dimensional thing. It was gonna be cool and have depth. But actually, the round part of it, I could actually get it to chamfer, and this is like a crazy shape compared to not OBS. OBS is a crazy shape, but compared to this is a much simpler shape. So yeah, it's interesting for sure. I did actually just doing that offset. I figured out how to do the ribs. I'm sorry, not the ribs. Yeah, the ribs. Which is this middle section here. Did OBS crash? What's going on? Load. Is it working now? Yeah, my camera did freeze. I don't know what was going on there. Making my $1 million idea. This is definitely not a $1 million idea, but it's something I've been trying to work on. The ribs is the thickness of the instrument here. I just figured out how to make that, so I can make that shape in between the two. So I do this. I didn't even measure how thick it is. I don't know. Or say 30. I did just measure how thick it is. It was like 29, wasn't it? I don't know. Anyways, we'll take this. I really don't want to do the work of taking this beam out. 180. Oh, I'm copying a little bit too much. Make that. See, so there would be the inside. Funnily enough, something like this might be needed. The centerpiece here. Let me move all this. Okay. Likes to make things difficult. I'll make it slightly less difficult for myself. Combine those two. Take this object. Text, 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 text. If this is about the camera, I don't know. Yeah. Mute this guy. I'm on stream. It's midnight already? Jeez. Oh, that means I'm done working. It's 12:10, jeez. Finally sick, thank you. It's from Mezzo Forte if you want to check it out. It's an older model, but they look the same pretty much. What was I even doing? Did I copy this? I moved it. That's not what I was... Why does it... Okay. Something like this for the ribs, and then you'll just put the faceplates on. Yeah. As much as I would love to keep streaming, I'm probably gonna go to bed. It's like midnight, so a lot of work. But probably worth it in the end. I'm interested to see if this ends up fixing itself, the chamfering. Or if I can just bend it from the center, it'd be much easier. We'll see. If you're curious, this is Shaper 3D. We have an iPad app, that's why I started on it. Because I started on an iPad, and then I bought a Mac and they have a Mac app. And I bought a PC and they have a PC app. So, would recommend for simpler stuff. I don't know if it would be the best idea to use it for this. We'll see. Anyways, that about does it. Wow, 6 people watching, including myself. No. OBS. OBS all the way. Am I watching it twice? I am watching it twice. 6. Thank you. Biggest stream. Woo! Okay. Well, it's been real. It's been fun. I need you guys to get out of my house. So, I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm gonna go... Oh! I'm not going to, just because you guys are here. I'm gonna go grab that that bridge that I just printed and actually put it on the instrument that I printed. And I don't have a mute that would fit that, but I'm gonna try to be quiet. My brother's sleeping. I'll be right back. Um, my print settings were a little off, but so my bed was a little high. I did, if you can get that, print it. It's solid. It's very thick compared to a standard bridge. Let's go this way. This way. Very thick. But that shouldn't affect playability at all, even though it's squished just a hit on this side. But let me go grab that instrument and see if I can string her up. Here is the model that this bridge is made for. I'll actually go look up the brand later and throw it in the description. But, yeah, whatever. So, actually, one surface on this I do need to clean up, because it would interfere or muck up this instrument. Is the bottom side of that. Just using a razor blade, almost whittling it away, just as little as possible. There we go. Oh, I only have one person in chat now. It's probably me. Whatever, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. There's an auto stop button on streaming. That'd be why my 24-hour live stream stopped at 24 hours. Let's see about... you're welcome to anyone actually watching this. The torment of having to wind all these strings was insane. Oh, thanks, Aiden. Aiden, apologies. I was really close though. You know, if your name was the same, I would have remembered. Did you stay just because you want to hear me? Well, I'm gonna end the stream, but in a little bit. Is Bridges the wrong scale? Or just not well made? It pushes the strings in on the ends there. I don't know, we're gonna try it anyways. Hopefully I don't break anything. Okay. View count is bugged. Are you all still here? Let me restart it. Yeah, it still says 1. That's weird. I guess I don't know how many people are watching. So this is friction fit together. Hopefully I can get these apart. But, oh no, I need to push this down more. Or make the bridge taller. But that's not happening, so... Actually, I need to go the other way. And smash this thing with my hands and hopefully not break it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it today. overall, so far, would not necessarily recommend, personally, I wouldn't recommend this model if anyone were to get a 3D printer just for this. Mm. Let me actually, this might be sacrilegious, but I'm gonna try to put that flat bridge on here and see if I can just get it to work. These are guitar picks, if anyone was wondering. Did I scratch it? No. I was gonna say, like, if I already scratched this thing, yeah, that'd be the worst. Ooh, that might be a little tall. No, come back. Plastic, please, come back. This looks much better, in my opinion. It does not want to stay. I guess we're not using that. Very tall down here, but back on. This is really annoying, and I had to wind these up for like 15 minutes each. And this one. Always gotta quintuple check your bridge. Even though this one is like not standing on it at all. There we go. It's a little better. Anyone in the chat want to give me any recommendations on stuff to make, videos to make, live streams? I do 3D printers. I do instruments. Huh. Plan on streaming games. I am gonna play The Forest with James tomorrow. We'll play that on stream. Other than that, not totally my thing. Oh, we did play Ultimate Chicken Horse a couple days ago too. Something like that every once in a while, but not my main focus. That's super saturated in the market, so 3D Tank. Okay. You play World of Tanks or War Thunder? Let's grab my craftier bow. Let's see what this does. Okay, that's all I'm gonna play. Because I don't want to wake him up. But, is worth a longer look. There will be a video about this and future 3D printed instruments. I think I'm gonna do... It's not my area of expertise at all. But I think I'm gonna do a 3D printed trombone mouthpiece. At all. My mic isn't picking up the violin at all. Okay, it actually plays interesting. It plays. It plays. It tastes, it smells, it plays. Um, I will do a deeper dive into it for sure. There will be a recording of me playing it, surprisingly. I might actually play like a whole piece on it, you never know. Or a couple pieces even, I'll just throw that into a separate video. But yeah, it's interesting. I think it's a really cool idea. I can mute. I I agree. It would be cool. I'd still have to use cork. Um, but the little like wah wah wah. No. Listen, listen. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. The silver one with the little piece in the end that you pull out and you can pull out and put again. Uh, that one would be cool too. I think it'd be cool. You've seen the plastic trumpets and trombones, right? I think it'd be cool to try to make a whole one, but then you're running into lubing and stuff, you know. Yeah. Maybe not, I don't know. It depends on the material, really. Like, um, something you can't really 3D print in, but a plastic like Delrin, if you know what I'm talking about. Delrin is self-lubricating. It's a really cool idea to maybe try something like that. My Linus Tech Tip screwdriver has a lot of Delrin in it because it has a self-lubricating property to it. Yeah. Cool stuff though. Um, I would not recommend putting a flat-footed bridge on here. If I can get this to show on camera, it is not like flush with it at all. Like if I flick this, it would come out. It would fly across the room. Keeping it clean, yes. Because if you print it in PLA, which is what this material is, I think at this point it's the most common plastic you 3D print in. Next to ABS. This stuff will warp and mush when there's liquid with it. Humidity is also a problem in some parts. Uh, a condensation relief valve, actually. I don't know if you've taken a pedagogy. Yeah, you would need a way to do that though. Tiny spring loaded, or you could try to make it as easy as possible to take apart and swab it after every time you play it. Besides that, I don't know. That's kind of hard. Wins are hard because of that, you know. I would like to see percussion-wise, like marimba, seeing 3D printed marimba bars. Bars. They're called bars. 3D printed bars and seeing how they sound compared to like a wood, because I'm sure this does not resonate nearly as well as like a wood violin does. But yeah, we'll see when we get there. Anyways, this is going to be the end of this. Between these two, which one would I play? The one worth more than the card that I just totaled. For sure. But, this doesn't sound awful. It sounds pretty okay. It's not as good as my Amada E190 that I started on, that I changed to in 4th grade. That was like a $900 instrument. So this isn't that good. But I'm not going to rule it out entirely for beginners, especially like adult beginners. If you just have a 3D printer, I would maybe recommend one of these, especially since this was like free. Small display splash symbol, yeah. Yeah. I would even think about like uh the actual, like, not the head part but the rest of the snare, you know what I'm saying? Or even of like a kick drum. See what you can get out of that, because I mean obviously you're not going to get a head. I don't think that's possible, but unless you did it in TPU, you wouldn't get a head. But yeah, interesting stuff for sure. But that'll have to wait for another day, because I'm tired as hell, so I'm gonna go to bed. It's been real, it's been fun. But we'll see you in the next one. We'll see you tomorrow for Sons of the Forest with Jimmy. It's gonna be a good time. Be there. Jimmy, what time? I don't know. We're gonna start at like 7 or 8. Something like that. I don't know. We'll talk. I have your phone number, so. Alright. It's been real. Cool. Hopefully this stream is rewatchable to see if I can see some of the stuff that got screwed up. See you in the next one.